Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the St. Johns County Show that's on in the morning. I am glad to be back with you. I couldn't go another day without you guys. So I am excited to be here. Still feeling a little under the weather. Apparently, everybody's got something, and something is going around. So I, wanted to make sure that even though I'm feeling fairly well, still not 100%, but wanted to make sure I didn't give it to anybody in the studio because it's just not always fun to be under the weather over the weekend. But we've got a show here for you today. We've got I don't know what we have. Let's see what we have.
He's new here.
I'm doing great on my first day back, guys.
Intern, leading the charge here.
Yeah. Oh, we've got parking improvements on St. Augustine Beach. Okay. That's going to start Monday. Yep, I can feel the excitement emanating from the studio on that. Yeah, believe it when I see it. Yeah, we love parking.
Please tell me
we also love development.
Super.
I think we're getting more. I think this sounds like it'll be getting more. It'll definitely be getting nicer. Hopefully that equals more. We've got new parking and developments. We've got a new business coming to St. Johns County, it looks like. And they're getting some incentives to do so. Well, I wish my business got incentives to go places. I wish people paid me hundreds of thousands of dollars to open up a business in a place.
Yeah,
that'd be nice. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that a little bit. It would be super nice. We got your live music. We got, a great Florida Man Day story coming at you. And we've got Florida advancing a law that I actually think is pretty good. We'll talk our way through this one. But this has to do with children and social media, kids under the age of 16 specifically. So I think this could be a good thing as long as it is carried out correctly. But we'll talk a little bit about that, and we'll hopefully have some chuckles and stuff along the way. But first, I guess I will tell you about the world famous, the Florida Man Games, presented by Flowgrown. Hey, you're going to have a chance to challenge your friends in a lot of amazing challenges. I went down and did the mechanical alligator the other day, guys. Had to drive all the way to Daytona to do this, but it was so worth it for the 10 minutes that I spent down there riding these two rides. So if it's worth it for me to go to Daytona, it's going to be awesome when we bring it right here to Francis Field. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. That log slammer, I'll tell you what, and that's the wipeout. I call it the wipeout machine, where it's got the arms that you got to duck under and jump over. That wore me out. That wore me out pretty quickly. It's a pretty intense competition. So you can get 4 people on there. You can get up to 3 friends on there with you, and see who can stay on the longest. And I'm telling you, it's not as easy as it looks on TV at all. But you guys are going to get a chance to do that. We've got a 70-foot long obstacle course out there for you to partake in. The Florida Sumo, we got a lot for you to do out there. It's going to be a great time. And of course, great food, great people out there. Really looking forward to seeing you out at the Florida Man Games. And got to give a shout out to some of our great local sponsors of the Florida Man Games, helping us put it on. Ripley's, Atlantic Marine, Power Sports STA, Bozard Ford Lincoln, Mastercraft Builders, and Canaan Law, as well as Prohibition Kitchen doing our VIP food. We appreciate them. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. The FloridaManGames.com. Get your tickets today.
Have you previewed any of the food yet?
Well, I've eaten at Spencer's Smoke and Spencer's Q a whole lot.
Okay,
that's for sure. They'll be out there.
Definitely got miles for me. Yeah.
And Kelly got to preview some of the VIP food that's going to be out there.
Nice.
It's going to be great, man. We're going to have a great time.
I didn't get that phone call.
Yeah, I know. Me neither.
You get that phone call?
No,
I didn't get that
last 9 months I never got the phone call. Yeah, definitely.
No.
So that's good.
That's too. But you guys got to check your phones. I called you both.
Oh, sure.
I called you both.
Sure.
Yeah. Totally 100% did, and I'm not even joking.
My area code is 904, not 324. Just so we were clear on that.
That's where I messed up. I've been dialing 324 for everybody. Nobody must be getting my calls then. That's unfortunate.
Keep the food to yourself.
Because we still dial numbers by hand these days. Yeah, of course.
And actually, it's a rotary dial, so it's...
the old school, yeah.
I'm old school, yeah. I just bought I bought a new rotary phone at Goodwill a couple of months ago. So
Very cool.
Yep.
Little more advanced than I was 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Speaking of people who are more advanced each and every day, Bozard Ford Lincoln, they're celebrating 75 years here in Northeast Florida in St. Augustine. Bozard Ford Lincoln, here for you. You can experience their extensive selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, quick and quality servicing, and their parts and accessories shop. Make sure you grab a signature burger at Ford's Garage while you're there. I would recommend the 904 burger. And they have great services from home delivery to company fleet servicing and everything in between. Also, you can just go online and do the whole thing. You can do the whole car purchase online if you want to. It's super easy. I'm the type of person who likes to touch it, put my hands on it, drive it a little bit, but not everybody's like me. So they've got options for everybody. At Bozard Ford Lincoln, your family is their family, and they are driven to inspire. Also, big shout out to our friends at Fidus Roofing, Great Expectations Realty and Auction, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, St. Augie's Pizza, BHF Insurance, Amara Med Spa, Griffin Service, and Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, as well as Willow and Maine. I'm going to introduce you guys, and my dog's about to puke, so I'm going to put her outside.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's your cue.
That's our cue.
Yeah. So, hey, we go. We're like, okay, is that our introduction?
Welcome to live production, everyone.
It is Friday.
Yes.
And it's...
it is the weekend. Apparently, I have that line.
Davey has one line. One line to do.
That's all right. I'm happy to be a good failure.
Yeah, so, I mean...
We're all crushing it today.
Yeah. Oh, he's back.
That was quick.
Hello.
You're back that quick.
Clay, how are you in the booth?
I'm doing good, Pete. I hope you're getting better.
Getting there, my friend.
That was convincing.
I can tell you this. If you ever need a motivating speaker, Clay is your guy.
Clay is the best.
Yeah.
definitely. He should be like the valedictorian at graduation ceremonies. Go out and prosper or something.
Live long,
And
prosper.
be short.
Yeah,
that would be great. Yeah.
If you ever
Clay,
need
I think you need to help kick off the games with a motivational speech, sir.
Oh God, I'm terrible at public speaking.
yeah.
Great.
We can put you in the booth. No one can look at you. It's just as long as you're talking, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that might work.
Yeah, just your voice will come across the loudspeaker. So, all right, Peter, you ready for question of the day?
I am ready, man. Hit me.
All right, and this might not be a good question for you because you've been feeling a little under the weather.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. What's your favorite ethnic food? What's your favorite ethnic food, Pete?
Okay. I'm gonna have to go tacos, man. I like a good authentic Mexican taco is really good. There's a couple places in town who do really good authentic Mexican tacos, or I guess as authentic as you can get in this area. And yeah, man.
What kind of meat
taco.
in your taco? Are you a chicken or a beef kind of dude?
Usually beef, or if they've got like skirt steak or something, I'll throw some skirt steak in there. But yeah, you guys didn't expect me to go with anything but a burger, but this is pretty much the Mexican version of a burger.
That's good, yeah. That's a solid answer.
You stayed in North America.
yeah. Does that count?
Yeah, no, it's
totally.
100% counts.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
David,
going
what's
to
yours?
say the favorite ethnic food that surprised me the most was Ethiopian. That was really good. It was like the original charcuterie board kind of moment because there's a bunch of like things in front of you and then you take the pita and you kind of make it yourself. I had a blast with Ethiopian food. So that's my answer.
Ethiopian.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I've only had Ethiopian food once, like one Ethiopian restaurant. So
Yeah?
I don't know.
I was in Toronto.
Yeah. So, Clay, what you got?
I'm gonna go Polish.
Polish.
Oh, yes.
So pierogies or
Pierogies and sausage.
Blintzes.
Masa.
Yes.
I do love me a good pierogi.
Definitely. Sebastian makes the
It's a
best.
treat.
Yeah. There's
He does. He does. If you want a good one, see Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one in walking distance from me, right downtown. Also, but Sebastian's not walking distance from me.
Yeah, but it's so worth it. So
It's
worth
so
the
good.
distance. Yeah.
So good though. I'm actually going to go with, and I know you guys are going to be shocked by this, but I love Indian food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a little spicy. I got a kick
Yeah.
to it. We don't have any good Indian around here, do we?
There's
there-
one south of town, and it's pretty good. But I mean, don't do the buffet. Order off the menu itself. So they do a lunch buffet. I wouldn't suggest doing that, but order. And if you order and they ask you like rating 1 to 10 how hot you want it, if you go above a 7, you're crazy.
For real.
Oh, it just tears me up.
Oh, wow. So, that reminds me of that like podcast when they're eating the hot wings, you know, when they're
hot ones, yeah. No, that's what it kind of feels like. I'll feel all brave and be like, okay, give me a 6. And then I'm like sweating. So
well, now we know how to prank Troy when we go to Indian food. Just secretly order the 10 for Troy.
Yeah, you want the 10.
Something tells me we will never go to Indian food.
I can tell you. I can tell you right now. As soon as they take the lid off of it and it's a 10, you know immediately.
Yeah, like your nose hair singes a little bit. Yeah,
you know immediately.
Nice.
And I'm like super good at hot food, but I'm pretty decent at hot food. Yeah. So there's some people that can eat just like.
I know.
Just whatever they want and take it. And I'm not that person, but I can handle pretty hot.
Spicy curry.
There was a great TV segment on one of these news morning shows a couple of years ago. You know, there was that one chip challenge where they got that Pocky chip that's just supposed to be insanely hot.
It's ridiculous. I did it.
Somebody got hurt from it, I think.
So one of the newscasters there was just regular old American white guy, newscaster. And the other girl was from Jamaica. So this dude bites into the chip and he just immediately, his eyes are watering. He's freaking out. He turns into a different person. He loses his TV personality immediately.
It made me say the F word immediately.
And then the girl comes in. She's like, "Are you okay? You all right?" And she pops one in and she just eats it. And she's like, it doesn't affect her at all. Doesn't affect her at all.
Wow.
But this poor guy was just he was ready to go to the emergency room.
I can tell you.
It was actually kind of pathetic.
We did it at the office, the one chip challenge. And Sid, I'm giving you props right now. You definitely won the one chip challenge because he was the last person to do it. And, I had ice cream set up. I was prepared for it a little bit. And... man, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is painful. And the bad part was it didn't happen right then. I was flying to Houston. Blake and I were going to a baseball game in Houston. And it tore my stomach up so bad on the plane.
No.
I was just like, oh, this is the worst.
You were that dude on the plane.
This was the worst. Oh. But it was only one chip, but it was like just everything was gurgling. And
yeah.
I think my anxiety got ahead of me on the, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this on the plane.
Oh, that's a hazard. You were like that dude in the aisle.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that, but man, we're talking a serious burn.
Fluff, 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 fluff.
So coming out it wasn't fun either. I'm not gonna lie.
God bless you.
That's always the worst. That's what they always say after hot ones is boy, coming out was way worse than going in.
Hashtag skinny.
Yeah.
Ooh,
some great answers. So no, I would say we might want to do the one chip challenge on air at some point. But no, we would be dropped. Because we would all cuss.
I would drop.
Yeah. We can't get dropped. We're fine.
Golly.
Yeah.
We'll do it exclusively in the app. We'll do it after the show. We'll do it exclusively in the app.
Why does everything
It's painful, though. I'm telling you right now. I'll supervise.
Why are boys so into pain? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's fun to see your friends in pain. And then you want to entertain your friends by being in your own pain.
Wow. That's fun
right.
life.
You got to join in with everybody.
Yeah. Uphill both ways.
Yeah, Davey. Be one of the guys.
Sure. Butch it up. Let's have a chip.
It'll
be in pain with us, Davey.
It'll be fine, they say.
If Troy's willing to do it, I'm willing to give it a try.
Wow.
Yeah, Blake just went into the comments. It was trouble for me the whole weekend, he said.
We've got to get Mike Davis involved too then.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pulling him in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If we can pull Mike Davis into this, Davey, you gotta partake as well.
And Amanda.
I'll smell it.
And Amanda.
And Amanda?
No, that doesn't count.
Couldn't do that to a lady. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So,
Amanda's a trooper.
She is. She's a gamer.
She is a trooper. She's more a trooper than I am. I know.
I know, right? Jeez.
Yeah.
Great lady.
All right. We go to our weather trooper now, Troy, for a quick check of the weather.
Scattered showers.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
That quick check of the weather brought to you by Great Expectations Realty and Auction. They can sell your home, your business, and everything in it. Check them out at geauction.com, gerealty.us. We now go to Clay Blasser for, geez, I've missed this the whole week. I feel so bad for not seeing a traffic report. Traffic report from Clay.
All right, this is going to be a little tricky here. Let's see. All right, another hazy day at the beaches brings you to the bridge, which should be going up every 30 today because, as we know, nobody works today, and they'll all be wanting to take out the boats. Speaking of boats, US 1 is plagued by those big old trucks that have never towed a boat in their lives. You know who you are. 95's pretty clear, nothing too special out there. And Nocatee, watch out for those kid golf cart gangs running rampant as their parents are too busy playing pickleball to notice anything else going on in their lives.
Beautiful.
That's all from the 904 Now Traffic Center, brought to you by Mara Med Spa.
Wow. Jeez, I've missed that. I have missed being there for that.
All shade.
Did you guys?
Very well done.
It's kind of funny because I read this morning that the sheriff's doing a pickleball exhibition with someone with the fire department.
Really?
As like a fundraiser or something like that. And I was going to call him bust on him a little bit, and he brings up pickleball today. So that's beautiful.
That's beautiful. There you go.
It's a sign.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of beautiful, are you tired? Is your skin craving a revival? Look no further than Amara Med Spa. Their unmatched expertise and luxurious ambiance sets them apart and in a league of their own. They provide personalized treatments and rejuvenating facials designed to bring back your youthful radiance. No one in town comes close. You have high standards, and so do they. Start your journey to a more beautiful you at theamaramedspa.com. And Davey, you went to their 1-year party. I was bummed. I was sick for this, but you said it was a great turnout. A lot of people came up to you and said, Mara Med Spa.
I couldn't believe it. But yeah, that was like in unison. A lot of people were like, oh my God, you're one of the guys. And I'm like, yeah, that's fun. It was a lot of fun. Sure. Super well received. And I got to see all of the different estheticians and all the nurses that work there. They have an incredible team. And I love that they are just getting entrenched in our community. So yeah, celebrating Amara Med Spa, 1 year open, and they're going strong. I love them all.
That's very cool. Yeah, man. I like that they've come in and, not one of these groups that says, we're going to do it our way, the way we do it in all the other cities. No, they've come in with open arms and really embraced the St. Johns County way and are helping so many people around here. And I love it. People love them as well. And you will too if you go down there, Amara Med Spa. All right, let's get into the show, guys. Holy crap. I'm excited to get back to a show.
Let's do it.
Blake must have been excited yesterday. I think Blake took this picture. Can you confirm that, Troy, that he saw Brad Pitt filming a movie in Daytona?
Yeah, he was there in the pits for the
no
Rolex.
Pun intended.
Yeah, in the pits.
Sorry.
Pitt was in the pits.
Ooh.
And he was filming a movie down in Daytona at the Rolex 24. So.
Wow!
Blake
nice,
goes down every year for that, and he was down there, and he kind of figures out a way to get himself into like the coolest spots.
Wow!
Yeah, he's a crafty little ninja when it comes to stuff like that.
I love that.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, he sent us a picture. He sent us a picture of what looks to be the Brad Pitt out there in Daytona.
Wow.
So I don't know.
That's very cool, man.
And Blake has this backpack he takes with him, and he has different people sign the backpack. It's like a racing backpack. So I don't know if he was able to get close enough to get Brad to sign the backpack. I think if we'd have seen that, he would have shot us a picture of that.
Not like a used water bottle or anything like that?
So,
No,
right?
I mean, it's got, he probably has 60 or 70 signatures on it.
How cool is that?
Yeah, so
cool,
That's
Blake.
awesome.
That is awesome.
Now, does Blake do like Daytona 500 at all, or is it just Rolex 24 that he's really into?
Well, he's really into the 24, but like him and I, we started going to the 500 and doing the other stuff when I was working with Scotty Lagacy here in town.
Yeah.
So he really got into the racing at that point. We went up to Bristol, we flew to Indianapolis. I mean, we've done quite a few of the different races, but he really enjoys this weekend. This weekend's his favorite weekend.
Is he more of a spectator? Or does he want to be?
No, he's totally a spectator.
Oh, okay.
He's totally a fan. And just
okay.
He likes just the new technology that comes from everything and all that, because a lot of that stuff gets displayed at these races, like the stuff that's going to be on the next Tesla or on the next, because all these car companies have displays down there too. So they have prototypes and different things down there that's on exhibition.
Cool. Go ahead, Blake,
That's
with your
pretty
hobby.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
He says he just came in the comments and it says the movie's going to be a Formula One driver that retired. but got the bug to start racing again.
There's nothing like Formula One. Now that I get into.
Yeah, it sounds like Blake's already got his hands on the script. What the hell?
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, right. That would not surprise me if Blake managed to do that.
Yeah.
God, Blake, get him on an interview on the 904 now, please.
Yeah.
I'll clear out the schedule.
Kelly says we'll put him in the Florida Man games.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah. Fight Club, let's go.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Nah, he's not from Florida. We're not getting him in the Florida games.
Yeah,
it's Brad Pitt.
He'll get JV. Sorry to let you down, Dave.
Well, he could be my date. That's fine. We can go together. That'll be good. He can help me volunteer. Perfect.
Okay. I'm sure he's totally down for that.
Yeah.
I'm sure he loves volunteering at all day events in Florida. I'm sure he loves doing that.
He would love it. Definitely. Great time.
Yeah, he can be a spectator.
He actually would have a great time at the Florida Man Games.
Yeah.
He can be a spectator. He just,
It's a write-off for him because he could use it as like a, learning to do other character studies and research. Yeah. So
the life story of Van.
That's how I'd sell it to him.
Yeah.
There you go.
He might play Van in the life story of Van.
Could be.
So.
There you go. That would be his most interesting role ever. I don't know if he could pull it off. Van's been through some wild times.
Kelly's in comments. She said, I'll give him my pass. See? Pete's like, we need to have a meeting.
Pitt's like 60 now.
Yeah.
He's like 60 now. What's going on?
Come on. Still a zaddy.
Hey, careful on that one.
Yeah, still. Yeah, he's still.
Because if you round up to that's where I'm at.
Oh, we round down for you.
Round down.
You have a personality of a 12-year-old.
We can
celebrate it.
Yes, we consider you to be 59, Troy.
Yeah, forever.
Well, we did last night on the Mike Davis show. Amanda had this game where it was millennials, Gen Xers questions, boomers, and zillennials, I guess is the other one, right? And there were questions from each of those. By the way, I failed miserably outside of Gen X and boomer.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I think we tied, but there was some stuff where I was like, I have no idea what that is.
Zillennial. They're trying to steal the millennials ring now.
Yeah, I think that's what it was called in there. Zillennials.
Well,
Zoomers.
They're just not creative. Nobody's creative anymore. And I'm not one to speak, but people are just not that creative anymore. So they're just taking, it's like all the movies we see. All the movies are just remakes of things that have come out 40 years ago.
You're right. Yep.
What's your favorite line, Pete, from Ghostbusters 2?
Everything you're doing is bad. I want you to know this. That's right.
That is right.
That's what I have to say to the Zillennials. Everything you're doing is bad, and you need to know this.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, from fast cars to where you can park your fast car, starting January 29th in just a few days. Sounds like Monday. City of St. Augustine Beach set to commence significant improvements, they say, to the A Street parking west area. It's a project that's primarily focused on enhancing safety, aesthetics, and drainage. Always skeptical when that word drainage is in there. They say it's going to transform the city-owned parking lot between A Street and First Street on A1A Beach Boulevard, near the popular Jack's Barbecue and, that area.
Yeah, I think everybody thinks that's Jack's parking lot. They don't realize it's a city parking lot.
Really? Right next to Jack's? It's not on the Jack's parking lot?
Yeah, it's on the west side of A1A. It's on the Jack side of it.
Oh.
That's a city parking lot there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was Jack's parking lot.
That's interesting.
Jack's has a
Me
little
too.
bit.
I thought Jack's used to enforce that.
Yeah, Jack's has a little bit of space like right next to the building, but all that space over to the side and right there on that's the city.
Guys, back in the day, that's where you would go. Jack's.
Yeah,
that was the moment. Yeah.
That's all you could afford.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely.
It's all I could still afford during this period of redevelopment.
It was where all servers would go after their shift. Everybody would just go to Jack's. It was like it was amazing.
Is that by Taco Shell?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in between those two.
Yeah, because you go get a UFO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the days, man.
Hey, you're doing great on this raid, Pete.
Yeah, thanks. You guys are helping a lot. You're a great backup, Troy. Thanks.
Yesterday, we got through the show in 45 minutes, and we were like, wow, we had 6 news topics. So we have nothing to say to each other, but every time you come on, we have things to say. So there you go.
He's fun. He's more fun than
he is.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. The key features are going to be a new stormwater drainage retention system. Woo! That will integrate with the existing St. Johns County stormwater system. At least it's not the city of St. Augustine's stormwater drainage system that they're integrating with. I guess that's a plus.
That's a flat.
They're probably bringing it right to my neighborhood from there. Everything else seems to
used.
all water flows to Troy.
Yes, that's what it feels like, man. That's what it feels like.
They're going to have a new parking area in there that's going to be concrete brick pavers. I wonder if Fidus is going to do that. They should. If not, it's going to suck. An upgraded parking lot going to include 9 standard parking spaces, 1 ADA compliant space, and 2 spaces designated for motorcycles. Why do we have to give motorcycles 2 designated? Why can't 2 motorcycles just park in 1 space?
Yeah,
they have a special space, right? It's like smaller than a car.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that they have that's what they did. They took one parking place and made 2 motorcycle parkings.
Yeah, I'm not parking my Harley next to your crotch rocket. I want my own spot. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Don't get your Ninja Honda on my spot.
You guys can just pull.
They're also going to be doing enhancements to the surrounding sidewalks and landscaping. Oh, that's nice. It's scheduled for completion by June 1st. Funding for the improvements has been secured through the American Rescue Plan Act.
Yeah, don't you
Was that the VID money?
Yes.
Yes. True.
FEMA.
But cool. We're using VID money on a parking lot. That's cool.
Yeah.
Here's where I'm at with this. Okay, it's January, right?
Yes.
Okay. Why didn't we start in October so we'd be ready for beach season?
Bite.
True.
Yeah.
That makes too much sense.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see if it's ready in June. But I mean, that's one of the things that really kind of frustrates me a lot of times on timing of these things.
Well, they're inundated with a lot of things, Troy.
No, it takes a while to get through this paperwork, especially if it's coming from Fed money.
Yeah, true.
But it's the same reason we tore up downtown for Nights of Lights.
Well, we cut that 2 days short to save some coin.
Well, now the construction's done. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Troy will decide to get into government sometime soon. I know the rest of us aren't. But Troy's still got some time left.
No, after I get done with some of the other stuff I want to do, I might get into government. But I don't. I'm people are asking me right now to run, and I'm like, no.
I just feel like you'll fix it.
Yeah,
that should be your tagline, Troy Blevins. I'll fix it.
I got other stuff.
You're the voice of the people, Troy. Yeah. You are the voice of the people.
Yeah. I got other stuff I need to fix first, like myself.
Well, I don't think that'll. No, you don't want to fix yourself.
That's too big of a construction
project.
We
like you damaged. It's nice because you can be more empathetic to people. That's nice.
I'm too big of a construction project to take on.
You're your own parking lot.
Well, you got my vote, Troy, even though I can't vote in the city of St. Augustine.
Yeah. So
you've got my imaginary vote.
Yeah. What if I ran for county? Then
that's big time.
Yeah.
Then you would have my vote.
Yes, you would
definitely have my vote
too.
So, no,
look at that. You got 2 votes.
I've been approached, and I was approached again yesterday. But I'm not running right now. Maybe after I'm 62, which is not that far away.
Everybody from the city just signed on, by the way. I'm just noticing. Bling, bling, bling. They all scared me.
That doesn't surprise me. All right, man. Hey, speaking of construction projects, how about this? Troy, you're familiar with this company, I'm sure. Vermeer Southeast. Mm-hmm. They could be getting incentives for a St. John's regional headquarters. It says St. John's County's on the brink of a significant economic boost. We'll get to that in a second. With Vermeer Southeast and Service Inc.'s plan to establish a regional headquarters in the area, in a recent development, county commissioners have taken a proactive step by a lot of buzzwords in here. By voting to have the county attorney draft an economic development grant agreement worth $118,784, which will be up for consideration at a forthcoming meeting. Vermeer Southeast, known for its role as a construction equipment merchant. Maybe you should just be their spokesperson, Troy. You can work hand in hand with government.
They can hire Walking Man Consulting.
There you go.
LLC.
So they specialize in selling machinery and parts for agriculture and manufacturing operations, alongside associated parts and services. The proposed regional headquarters is expected to generate a whopping new 18 jobs, offering what they call an attractive average annual salary at $69,722. I love that the average salary can't even let you live in St. Johns County on your own.
No.
And the average means that some people are probably making $200,000, and most people, the rest of those 14 people, are probably making $40,000.
Mm-hmm.
So, geez.
Did it say exactly did it say where it was going to be? Where this headquarters is going to be?
Let's see. Under the plan agreement, Vernier Southeast is set to construct a 32,000 square foot facility near the intersection of US 1 and International Golf Parkway.
Okay. So near ring power and all that. Okay.
Yeah. They'd be aiming for that to be complete by the third quarter of 2025. Let's see. Deputy County Administrator Colin Groff has voiced pride in Vermeer South. He's glad he's so behind this project that he's voicing pride in Vermeer Southeast's decision to select St. Johns County for their regional headquarters, signaling a positive outlook for locals.
Okay.
Go for it, Troy.
Here's my thoughts. I mean, I want to encourage we have more corporate business, and 18 jobs doesn't sound like a lot, but it's still the facility is going to be taxed at a higher rate, and we'll make our money back of that 118 very quickly, just on ad valorem and the size of this facility. So it's not like it's a huge ask. What they're asking. But I would much rather, because of the company that it is in Vermeer, I would much rather have them on 207 instead of at World Golf Village. And I know you can't just pick that for them and where they need to be geographically, because they can do what they want. But my incentive would be more, let's get them closer to like the Hastings area and in that district that needs the help. World Golf Village don't need the help. They got Buc-ee's, they got Costco, they got Ring Powder, they got so much stuff in that area right now,
and they got a dealership on their way.
And it's overwhelming almost in that area. So, like I said, I really encourage the county doing this because I think they need to be competitive because, their impact fees are pretty intense for commercial, and that keeps a lot of people away. And our ratio to residential to commercial is like almost 85% to like 15% residential to commercial. So, we really got to get that closer to 70-30, which is kind of an ideal number. So I encourage them to keep doing this, but I would geographically, I'd rather have them in a better spot.
207, you said.
Yeah. So that's I still think it's a good thing. They'll recoup that money very, very quickly. So I don't have a problem with the incentives at all.
But they need to be more mindful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like in TDC, I when people do events and stuff like that, I want them to do those events on days where we need the help. This is a similar situation. We need the help more in 207 than we do at World Golf Village.
Makes sense.
So.
Yeah, I would agree. That would be a great place for it out there. But kind of like you said, hey, they get to pick where they want to be. And I guess for them, that that is an ideal location with Ring Power and some of those other, construction type places out there. I guess it just kind of fits for them out there, and they probably got plenty of land out there to work with. So
yeah, and Bobby's trying to correct me, but it's the same taxing region that it's in. Bobby, that's the point I was trying to make.
Interesting.
So they're anticipating an approximate expenditure of about $7.7 million. That covers land acquisition, building construction, and equipment. The impact of the investment, they say, is expected to be significantly positive for the county, with projections estimating an annual contribution of $3.3 million to the gross county product.
Yeah. So you recoup it very quickly once they open. So.
Okay. Well, that's good. See, this is why we need you in government, Troy.
Yeah, you just proved yourself.
You understand this stuff.
Yeah.
Something I don't understand is the price of gas. Yay. Woo. Let's bring you the Gas Buddy gas report. If you guys are seeing good prices on gas, anywhere that's under $3, please let me know, because I got nothing under $3.11 here on my Gas Buddy list. I got the Circle K on 207 at $3.11. We got the Sunoco at $21.99 North Ponce. They're at $3.14, and that's our cash price. The Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard, $3.17. The Sunoco at 450 South Ponce, $3.17 as well. $3.17 on down the list until we get to the gate on Mizell Road at $3.19. And then our friend Ashwin on the island also at $3.19 at A1A Discount Beverage. And that seems to be the price going on through the rest of the list, man. So it's inching up, creeping up there just a little bit on the price of gas.
Mm-hmm.
Has Tim given us a Costco report
281.
Yet?
281
Oh,
at Costco.
Nice. That's worth it right now if you got a Costco card, I guess. Of course, Chris Lucero, Bail Bonds, gives us that gas report. If you are in trouble with the law and you got to go to jail, Chris Lucero will get you out of jail. It's pretty easy. There's your life hack for getting out of jail, is making sure you memorize Chris Lucero's number. 904-822-BAIL. If you can't spell, that's 904-822-2245. He's available for you 24/7 for fast and reliable bail services. All right, we got live music happening today and tonight, and we got a heck of a list here. It is Friday. Brett Blackshear at the Backyard Island Cafe at Meehan's at 1. Heather Craig at Tradewinds at 1. Lee Michael Howard, our second favorite serial killer, at Pizzali's at 3 o'clock. Heather Craig at Krabby's at 5 o'clock, doing the rounds. Woo-hoo. Mark Hart, Tradewinds at 5. Mark Evans at Fish House and Oyster Company at 5. Richard Kanicki at Fish House and Oyster Company at 5. That's a new one. The Carpetbaggers at Fish House and Oyster Company at 5. Dewey Vaya, Backyard Island Cafe at Meehan's at 5:30. Trevor Compton at O.C. White's at 5:30. Chalaka, the fake Cholula, is at Mellow Mushroom at 6 o'clock. Courtney Frazier, Cortnie. That's different.
Yeah.
Great singer.
Prohibition Kitchen at 6.
Singer.
Jim Lamb at the Oasis at 6. Vinny Jacobs at Hurricane Grill and Wings, 6 o'clock. Alina Arena. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Allen Arena. A little bit of Troy's dyslexia rubbing off on me there. I just so desperately wanted that to rhyme, I guess. Allen Arena at Hurricane Patty's at 6 o'clock. I'm just going to go with Alina Arena because I like that better.
Yeah.
Her attendance just went up. His attendance just went up.
Joe Downing at Salt Life at 6 o'clock. North Florida Tail Draggers at the Cellar Ups. That sounds like a Florida Man Games team name. At 6 o'clock. Doug Karn, amazing musician, at Shayla Moore at 7 o'clock. One Good Ring, Colonial Oak at 7. Vinny Jacobs at Krabby's at 7. Alex Lopez, Cafe 11 at 8. Mark Broussard, the Ponte Vedra Concert Hall at 8 o'clock. Hit Parade Band at Sarbez at 8. SMG at Sarbez also at 8. Smoke and Show Shower at Meehan's at 8. Zalongo Nobby's at 8. Contact Buzz at Arnold's at 8:30. Has anybody been into Arnold's since they did the bar rescue?
I have not.
Did anybody go there before?
No.
I heard it was worse.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Josh Ford and the Groove Bender at the Milltop Tavern at 9. We got Cottonmouth at Tradewinds at 9, and the real Cholula at Prohibition Kitchen at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
That comes to us from the real Griffin Services, where your home's comfort is their top priority. They specialize in AC, plumbing, and electrical services, plus unique offerings like standby generators, water softeners, and gas work. They are the home of the free service call and upfront quotes. And hey, if you have drains that won't drain like they used to, if they're slow or clogged, Griffin Service is going to get the water draining again for only $123. And if they can't, then it's free. If they can't bust the clog, you pay nothing. Yeah. So they're not going to come to your house and say, whoops, we couldn't fix it, but here's a $200 bill, like someplace will do.
Yeah.
And we're leaving you with all this.
Right. With a frozen hairball in your pipe. Yeah.
They can help with any drain emergency, same day, 7 days a week. They do the video diagnostics too, which is really cool. So give them a call, 904-500-2653, or visit griffinservice.com. All right. Great Florida Man story that has to do with oil.
Yep. I got to ask Davey one thing about the music. By the way, that was the longest music thing I think we've ever had. Was Kanicki, the new guy on there? Wasn't he the bad guy in Grease?
You are right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanicki.
Kanicki was the bad guy in Grease.
You're right. Grease Lightning.
Now we know where he's come from.
Yeah.
Go Grease Lightning.
Go Grease
All right.
Lightning.
Okay.
Well, so nobody should support that guy.
No, I love Grease.
That what you're saying, Troy?
I love Grease, but he was the bad guy in Grease, but I still love Grease. So, I mean, if it actually was Kanicki, I'd be there.
You don't want to know one. Great song.
I got you.
It's a great song.
I'm so glad Clay installed the auto tune for Davey.
Isn't
That is
nice?
installed, right,
Definitely.
Clay?
Yeah, that was on key.
Oh, thank you. Wow, I made it. One time.
Don't
One
worry,
bar.
Mine was not, so it's okay.
Never is.
No.
Never is.
The
Troy.
Tone Deefs would be the name of our band.
I can only do one mic.
The Dafes.
The Daves. Yeah.
Daefs.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right,
Dave
man.
Punk.
Well, hey, if you need your roof worked on, real hard segue.
Yes.
Go to Fidus Roofing, local company for over 15 years. All their employees live right here in St. Johns County. James sent me a note the other day. He said he was at Costco, actually. And he said a woman came up to him and said, "You're from Fidus. You guys do pavers and gutters, too." And he was
Cool.
tickled by that.
The jingles are
Local
working.
company for over 15 years. I know, yeah. And all their employees live right here in St. Johns County. Give them a call for all your roofing needs, 904-355-ROOF.
They do pavers.
And gutters.
Boom.
All right. We're staying right in the gutter for this one, where a Florida man is accused of trying to steal used cooking oil in Martin County.
What?
I bet that's fun to haul around and not
Gross.
smelly at all.
Ugh.
Is he using it for like biofuel?
Yeah, what is he doing?
Let's see what we got here. Go. Dude.
Yeah. Well, this gets interesting. Apparently, you can make some money selling this stuff. Treasure Coast, a Miami resident, Yadriel Zargonza,
No relation.
was apprehended. No relation.
He doesn't sound Menorcan to me.
I don't think so. But I'm not a Menorcan expert.
Yeah.
Except for those daddle peppers. Love me some dang daddle peppers.
Oh, I got to bring chili in.
He was apprehended. Yeah, we got to get more chili from you, Troy. What is going on?
Yeah, I made a pot. I forgot to bring it in. So you haven't been here, Pete. So
Well, maybe if you would have brought it in, I would have been feeling better 2 days in advance.
Oh,
That's miracle chili, Troy. It is magic chili.
It is on me. I'm sorry. I take full responsibility because I stole oil.
All right. Well,
okay.
We'll continue with the story, I guess. He was apprehended on Tuesday for his involvement in an unusual theft operation targeting used cooking oil from restaurants. Chief Deputy Budnessek, boy, this town has horrible named people, revealed the surprising value of this market, estimating the recycling of used cooking oil to be a $5 billion industry. Restaurants typically sell their used oil to recycling companies, I guess, which they convert it into fuel. So there you go, Troy. Biofuel. You were on.
Okay.
And other products. However, on the black market, this oil can fetch up to a whopping 65 cents per pound. Doesn't sound like too much.
No.
They say that makes it an attractive target for thieves. This guy was caught in the act of casing about 20 restaurants along Federal Highway in Stewart. He was observed inspecting the oil containers and reportedly sending location pins and oil quantities to an accomplice.
Jeez.
So high tech here.
It's like
these guys.
$100, right? I mean, it's not that much here.
Yeah.
No, it's not much, but I guess if you got 20 of them in a day, that's $200, right? I mean,
That's a lot of work for $200.
$400.
Like,
I don't know. Don't get me started on math. The deputy stressed the importance of this issue, urging restaurants to be vigilant in protecting their oil and, by extension, their profits. He mentioned that while this guy was the only individual arrested, there are likely others involved in the scheme. Yeah, obviously, he's pinning these things for somebody.
Jeez.
Interestingly, he's only been charged with possession of burglary tools. So I guess since he was only kind of casing the joint, they really didn't have much to get him on. He had the tools to commit a burglary, but didn't actually commit one. He was apprehended before he could actually steal any oil, they say. Not his first offense. He was already on.
Yeah.
He was already on probation for a similar crime in Monroe County. So this guy is a serial oil thief. God.
He's like, I'm a criminal recycler.
Right, yeah. I was collecting cans and they put me in the slammer. Jeez.
Yeah, geez, find a better career, man. There's more lucrative careers even in 2024 than going around and stealing oil.
He's banned on Holmes Road. Like he can't even drive a bike.
Better stuff.
Yeah.
So,
yikes.
All right, man. Hey, this is nice. The city of St. Augustine going to be lowering flags tomorrow in honor of Dr. Otis Mason.
Oh, yeah.
On Saturday, city of St. Augustine will be flying the American flag at half-staff in honor of 2021 D'Avalise Award winner recipient, among so many other things in our community, Dr. Otis Mason, who passed away on January 9th of this year. They say it's part of the city's protocol to honor deceased former city commissioners and other notable people, including recipients of the D'Avalise Award. The D'Avalise Award recognizes those identified in public service for those who are well-known and respected by the citizenry who have dedicated honorable service to the community of St. Augustine and St. Johns County. He was presented with that in 2001. And Troy, you gave us a pretty cool history lesson on Dr. Mason the last time we spoke about him earlier this month.
Yeah, he was just a kind man. I mean, he was our first black superintendent. He graduated from Excelsior High School here in town, which, if you don't know where that is, that's down on King Street where the Lincolnville Museum is now. It was the black high school here. He went to Florida A&M. He went to, I think he got his master's degree at New York University. And his doctorate is actually an honorary doctorate at Florida A&M.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they honored him with that doctorate because he's done so much. He was always a participant in the alumni of Florida A&M. And just a wonderful man, wonderful family.
Incredible athlete.
His daughters are really lovely human beings. I think TJ's going to be one of the pallbearers.
Oh, wow.
I know he was honored to be asked by the family to do that. So
that's awesome. What an honor.
Yeah, very cool. So when you're driving through the city of St. Augustine tomorrow and you see that flag at half staff, make sure and think of Dr. Otis Mason and the great contributions.
Yeah, and everybody who worked for him. I mean, like, it was at the end of his career when I was starting my career, and everybody who worked for for Otis Mason just always talks about his kindness and his fairness. And as a boss, I think that's the best compliment you can get.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, I always agree with him, but it's if they say he's fair, that's the best compliment you can give a boss. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, man. Well, glad to see the city of St. Augustine doing that to honor him tomorrow. Hey, man, a big deal among kids, especially teenagers, young teens. Social media. All these social media platforms are just inundated with God knows what kind of information, and it's hard to keep track of it sometimes as a parent. And Florida lawmakers now taking a big step towards regulating social media among young people. On Wednesday, the Florida House passed a bill aimed at protecting minors from the potential harms of social media. The bill passed with a bipartisan vote of 106-13. This bill now moves to the Senate. It proposes a ban on accounts for individuals under 16 years of age. And it says if a 16-year-old does have an account, a Facebook, a Twitter, an Instagram, a TikTok, they probably don't have a Facebook account, but all the rest of them, they probably do. Mm-hmm. Then those companies have to revoke that account and they have to delete every single bit of the child's personal information that was attached to that account.
Whoa.
Let's see. A key aspect of the bill, they said, is a demand for age verification. Social media companies would be compelled to use an independent third-party organization not affiliated with the platform to verify the ages of all users. And, I guess that's a good thing to have for the age verification. I mean, we're just kind of saying, hey, don't give your information to them, but give your information to this third party. I'd be interested to know who that third party company is and what they do with that information. The bill's reach extends to any social media platform that employs addictive or deceptive features, which is literally all of them these days, or any element that encourages compulsive engagement. Again, all of them. I mean, that's how they're built. That's the foundation of how they're built. They want you to be addicted to their platform and use the other ones as little as possible. They want you on theirs as much as possible. So that's how these are all designed. So I think this could be a really good thing for teens if it's carried out in the right way.
Parents. I mean, it really is good for parents, because I can tell you the only time Blake ever got in trouble, and you guys know what a good guy Blake is. The only time he ever got in trouble is when he opened an account after I told him not to on Twitter. Now, he did it just so he could follow the race car driver. We're talking about racing earlier. Just so he can follow the race car driver. And the only way I found out is he invited his uncle to follow him on Twitter. And he was like 10 years old or something like that. And Blake's the kind of guy that would have a fake ID just so he could vote. I mean, not to drink at all. Just so we're clear on how good a kid he was. And so he lost his technology and computer for I think 2 or 3 weeks. It's the only time Blake ever got in trouble.
Really?
And that was the extent of it. And it was literally so he could follow the NASCAR drivers on Twitter.
Wow.
And the tough part is these days that it's like, you could go, if a kid signs up for TikTok to follow a makeup influencer or something.
Yeah.
You just get bombarded with so much other stuff while you're scrolling, and you have no control over it. And, the algorithms target different people to send them different messages. And just some weird stuff can make its way through there, man.
Well, and the thing was, as a parent, I'm a helicopter parent, and I'm proud of being a helicopter parent. And I was on top of him, and he still was able to do it. So, I mean, I know there's parents out there that are less involved, that these kids are just all over the place. And it, like I said, it still happened under my watch. So
I just don't like the ones where the messages disappear within 24 hours and then the parent has no idea, you know what I mean, to be able to be a helicopter, to look in and observe. Yeah, there's some deceptive things that you were saying, Pete.
Yeah, so I'll be interested to see how this one plays out. And if this one actually is able to take effect, if they're actually able to enforce this. And even if they are, kids are crafty. Kids are very smart with the social media. So a lot of times they're still going to find ways around this. But at least there's a big roadblock in the way.
Yeah. No. And parents need, like I said, parents need this assist. So.
Yeah. All right, Troy, how do you want to approach the comments, man?
Today, I'm going to fly through the facts and fiction of our fascinating followers.
For sure. As you do that, I will tell everybody that Daytona and Floyd set the standard that your home is more than a house. It's where your memories are made, and they provide peace of mind and insurance to protect your biggest investment so you can focus on making those memories. Having a reliable local insurance agency like Daytona and Floyd, with over 40 years of experience, by the way, in homeowners, auto, commercial, and benefits, can be a valuable asset in navigating the unpredictable insurance market. Chrissy, readily available at their St. Augustine office, conveniently situated across from Flagler Hospital. She offers complimentary policy reviews, which is a very helpful service. I think most of us have taken advantage of that, to ensure that your insurance coverage is up to date. Give them a call, 904-794-5455, or visit them at 165 South Park Suite C at their new office, by the way. Very nice in there. Also, our friends at Willow and Maine, your hair's best friend. If you are tired of looking tired, you got to head over to our friends at Willow and Maine. If you feel like your hair is in a rut, Willow and Maine is your hair hut. Not sure where to fix your frame? Take your mug to Willow and Maine. From classic highlights to hair extensions, whether your hair is oily, crunchy, curly, limp, straight, or a little bit of a wimp. Mess that up. Didn't rhyme well. They can whip it and clip it into shape. Don't let a hair emergency stress you out. Give them a call today and book your next appointment. Check out their latest specials on their Instagram. And dudes, stop by on Wednesday. It's Men's Day. All right, what you got for us, Troy?
All right, first off, I just want to say there's a lot of people that out there wanting you to get better, get you back in studio. So
thank you very much.
A lot of love for Pete. Appreciate the vote. Appreciate the votes that I got. I'm still not running. And Kenny, I'll figure out how to get you some chili, man. He's been asking for some chili, so I got to figure out how to get chili down to Kenny. So
there you go.
Nice.
You said that publicly. Now everybody's going to be asking you for chili.
Right. Now you got to ship it. Yeah, or something.
Troy's just going to be making containers at a time of chili.
Well, there's a group of loyal, cool kids that are out there, and for their loyalty, they deserve some chili. So
it takes a lot to be in that group. Yeah. The cool kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was bumped out of that group.
For good reason.
You were bumped out of that group.
Yeah, bro. They exited me real quick out of that group.
You're not cool enough for the cool kids group, Davey. How's that even possible?
I don't know.
But he's wearing a different tie every day, which is very impressive. I'm trying to
audition to get back in the group. Jeez.
What you got for STOITM stat, Troy?
All right, STOITM stat today, ironically, is Australia Day and also Indian Republic Day. But I'm going to talk a little bit more about Australia Day because both those countries celebrate today. But Australia Day, and what it is it's the day that Arthur Phillip, Marine from England, took 11 ships and took 11 ships filled with prisoners and took them to Australia.
Oh.
So, and that took place in 1788, and that's when the penal colony started in Australia, and that's when England started pushing it, because they were running out of room in England with prisons, so they shipped everybody in those 11 ships. 800 prisoners went to Australia, and that's how Australia started as what it is today. Unfortunately, a lot of the Aborigines got pushed further into the backwoods of Australia.
Wow, I didn't know that at all.
But it was a farming community that none of them really knew how to farm. So
yeah,
so it was a real struggle the first couple of years because it was so far away they couldn't get support from England very quickly if things went bad.
Huh. Wow.
And evidently Arthur Phillip was a very strict person, which helped the community be stronger. But there was floggings and there was hangings in the early days of that.
Guess that's
because he wasn't dealing with the best of the best.
Well, no, obviously.
And the people
and not sending their best.
Well, the thing is what he ended up doing is he ended up having to recruit some of the prisoners to teach the people that England sent there how to farm. Because they were more military people. They didn't know how to farm.
Right.
So like some of the prisoners had grown up on farms, and like that they ended up becoming the leaders of Australia. So a lot of the beginning leaders of Australia were actually criminals.
All right, very good. A lot of them
idea.
still criminals.
It's probably why I don't get along with a lot of Australians. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, they're not. They were the worst athletes to get along with. They were not fun to train with at all. No, they were total prima donnas. I don't care. Put it out there. Bye down under. Good luck. Not visiting that island. Well, I'll go to New Zealand first.
I got to play against the national Australian team.
Yeah, how were they?
In baseball? Well, they sucked.
Right, so there you go.
They were awful. We run rolled them 2 games in a row. So, it was like, their pitcher was like a slow pitch softball pitcher. It was terrible.
Oh, wow.
I was like, don't you guys play cricket at least? I mean, somebody needs to know how to throw.
Well, they didn't farm, so they had no idea.
Yeah.
They don't know how to do anything out there in Australia.
Typical.
Everything you're doing is wrong.
All right. Everything you're doing is bad. I want you to know this, Australia. You know what's never bad is our friends at St. Augie's Pizza. You got to stop by there, get a slice, get a whole pie this weekend. Bring it home to the family. Get a few, bring it home to the friends. They are right down there between Riberia and ML King in downtown St. Augustine. All right, Troy, plugs. What you got, man?
Just everyone have a good weekend. Jacksonville boat shows this weekend. So if you go up there, enjoy yourself and be safe.
Cool. Davey, what's up, man?
Hey, we've got a huge ride tonight. We've got a 90-minute sweat fest, packed house. Very excited. So cheer on these athletes. Prayers up for everybody. We've got one beast of a ride to go tonight. I'm very pumped.
Sweet. Clay, how is your busy schedule looking like over the weekend, man?
Yeah, go do that because I have today off.
Oh.
Hey, nice. All right, man. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope to be back in studio Monday, but hope you guys enjoy your time. And great show, everybody. Talk to you guys soon.
All right. Bye-bye.